And happy birthday. It was your birthday yesterday. Can you tell us what you wished for when you blew out all 37 candles?
Just happiness.
Do you remember what happened? I think it was 15 or 16 years ago, last week. Do you remember what happened to you?
No.
Oh, okay. You won your first ranking tournament. You won the UK title.
Yeah, enough. It was a long time ago.
You're getting old, you see, 37. That's what happened to you.
Well, I'm not old, but it was a long time ago.
You're looking for 5 Premier League titles on the trot, 8 in all. Do you think about setting standards and setting levels and things like that, or do they come into it, or is it just another game? Do you take every game as it comes?
It's the game of snooker. You want to play. You want to reach the highest level. You want to test yourself every time you play, and there's no better stage to do this in front of a big crowd, business end of the tournament. So that's what it's all about, you know. And you just want to be in there competing.
Okay, we just saw Mark Selby in devastating form against Stephen Hendry, 5 frames to nil. I imagine in your mind and in Joe's mind that this match is going to be a lot tighter than that one.
Well, you know, it's a game of snooker, and you just never know what's going to happen. You know, you've been on the receiving end of hide-ins and, you know, close games, but whatever, you know, if we both play to our true potential, then it should be a very good and close match.
Okay, happy birthday, best of luck. Ronnie O'Sullivan. Let's hand over to our boys in the box for this one. Mike Hallett, and first up, the brilliant Phil Yates.
Well, Mark Selby said, follow that. If anyone can, Ronnie can.
Thank you, the first frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
And the break off, left-handed.
I just thought it looked a little bit pacey when he hit it, but he nearly managed to get it in behind the green, but he's left Joey Red on. An immediate shake of the head from Ronnie. Chance here. Refused it. Big test this evening for Joe Perry.
It's one of the 5 most important matches of his entire career.
Yes, he knows that, and like Mark Selby as well, he has improved over the last 18 months. Tons of self-belief now.
Yes, and for me, the Perry seed was sown in the Championship League snooker. At Crondon Park Golf Club, way at the start of the year, when he won that tournament, beating Mark Selby in the final. Incidentally, gained an awful amount of self-belief from that. He reached the semi-final of the World Championship at the Crucible in May, and this season he's not been too shabby either.
Well, it was a tough pot from distance, especially tucked under the cushion. I wasn't quite sure where the white was going to finish, and he wasn't too far away from this one. Joe able to take this red on though to the corner. I don't think we've seen enough of it to cut it into the middle. Yes, how great would it be, Phil, to see the 2 players that did qualify from that championship to be in tomorrow's final, but I'm sure that man there, the defending champion, will have something to say about that. Excellent safety. packed house. Great atmosphere. Well, he's hit that on the thick side. The first real mistake from both players then. Pink goes to the right. I'm not sure if the black goes to the right corner. See how he plays this.
And as every leading player knows only too well, it's absolutely vital to make a good start against O'Sullivan, put him under some kind of pressure. When he's setting the pace, he's formidable.
He took a bit of a risk there. They could have stunned over for the open red. He's still got one to the left. I think he played it because he knew he had the red to the left middle, but he's left it slightly awkward. He needs a little bit of angle, which he's got to go down for one of the bolt colours, or the blue.
8.
Well, I think he intended to be on the blue, but if it's straight, difficult to get close to the reds. He might have to play the yellow here. He's obviously the wrong side of the blue. He's taken the yellow on. Well played. Got the cannon though. He's out of position.
The one thing you must do if O'Sullivan is firing on all cylinders is to make the most of your chances when they arrive. 10 points from that, not exactly what he wanted, but we must say mitigating circumstances right at the start of the match yet to settle.
Well, thinner than intended, but it's finished okay. It nearly finished perfect. Ronnie just looking to see that he doesn't want to push anything towards the left corner. Was actually coming off the left unread, so this has to be thin. Good side. Excellent shot.
Around 4 or 5 hours ago, O'Sullivan was in the arena. No spectators in their places, just on his own, practicing, getting the hang of the table. And he wasn't just potting balls, he was playing lots of safeties and working out snooker escapes. He knows he's in for a fight this evening.
Yes, these players like to do that and check how the cushions are responding as well. With all his precocious talent, Phil is still one of the most dedicated players in the game, isn't he? But he won't be too happy with that one.
No, and you sense that although O'Sullivan's vastly experienced and even more vastly talented, he looks a little bit edgy at the moment to me. He wants to impose his authority on this match. This tournament means a lot to him.
1.
The 4-time defending champion looking for a 5-timer. What Teddy wants to do is to play just as he did in Basingstoke when they met in the league phase of this tournament. It was his very, very first appearance in the Premier League. All of the nerves attached. Had to get used to the 25-second shot clock for the first time and acquitted himself really well. Made breaks of 50, 55 and 103 on the way to a 4-2 victory.
Yes, 18th of September that was.
Yes, we've been all over the country, haven't we, Mark? We've been south to Plymouth, we've been
13.
north to Carlisle, and now we're in East Anglia. Potters, very appropriate name for a snooker
14.
venue. I'm just trying to think of a western venue. I think Newport was the most western venue
20.
we went to this year. Newport's home.